Hello there, boys and girls. Welcome to Scottish Geeks. It's time for another story. And this time, to keep in spirit with the season, it's one about an Easter bunny. Shall we? When I was a kid, I was horrified of the Easter bunny. And if I ever saw one in the supermarket taking pictures with other kids, I would scream until my mom would calm me down. But once I turned about 9 years of age, my fear turned into hate. Then one day, when my parents and I were at the baker's to get groceries, the Easter bunny was there, taking pictures. I saw this as a perfect opportunity to show him how much I hated him. So I asked my mom if I could get a picture with him, but she said no. I then started to plead until she said yes. Perfect, I thought. Now I can finally show him how worthless he really is. Waiting in line, I started to ponder what I would say to him. It was my turn. I still didn't know what to say, so I told myself to say whatever came to mind. When I sat up in his lap, I whispered in his ear, "I hope you die horribly and painfully. I hope you get shot twice with a shotgun and get run over by a semi-truck." Then I turned towards the camera, smiled, and hopped down so the next kid could get his picture in. When I went to bed that night, I couldn't help but feel like someone or something was watching me through the bedroom window. But that was absurd, because I lived on the third floor of an apartment building that had high security at the front and back entrances, but I still couldn't shake that feeling. My dreams that night were horrible. It started out, I was in an empty universe. There was nothing. Just whiteness and me. Something else in the distance. It was way too far to tell what it was. So, I started to walk towards it. I realised it was running straight at me. When it was in my sight, I could tell what it was. An oversized bunny. The Easter bunny, perhaps? No, this thing looked much more sinister and horrifying than that. I was scared. I didn't know what to do, so I turned and ran, but it was no use. It was much too fast for me to escape. He soon caught up with me. He grabbed my shoulder and stopped me in my tracks. I fell to the ground, laying there, eyes closed because I was too terrified to open them. I tried to think of a way to escape, but I couldn't. The only thing in my mind would say is, "I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die." Then I opened them. He was there. He looked terrifying. He was the Easter bunny, except more demonic or rabid or something. His mouth was open and he was drooling all over me. The teeth were horrible. They were either super sharp, chipped off, possibly from eating the bones of little children, or completely missing. His eyes were black, like he'd just gotten out of a fight, and there were two gaping holes in his forehead. I tried to get up, but I couldn't, for one of his feet was on my chest. I hadn't noticed until that very moment. His feet smelt like a garbage dumpster. He had extremely sharp toenails, and a few of the toes were ruggedly cut off. My heart was beating so hard I thought it would burst. Then everything went red as he bent down and grabbed me by the shirt collar. He pulled me closer to his ugly face, so close I could smell his breath. It smelled foul. "You dare to threaten me? This is how you pay." He took 3 of his fingers and ran them down my chest. "Let this be a warning to all that I kill, whoever wishes me dead." I was desperate to get away, so I kicked him as hard as I could. That's when I learned the gender of the beast. He dropped like a stone. I hit the ground and stood there. I couldn't move. When the thing looked up, he had beet red eyes and blood pouring out of his mouth. He slashed me in the stomach. I screamed. Then I awoke in a hospital, barely alive. I still had the scars. It turned out that I'd fallen off the top bunk of my bed and destroyed the glass table. Pieces of it had scratched my chest and stomach. Some had even went into my body. I had been in a coma for 2 weeks. Was this how my mind processed me getting hurt? Because of my old and current feelings for the Easter bunny? Or did the Easter bunny actually do this? To this day, I don't know. Well then, that happened. Now remember, boys and girls, try not to make fun of people you don't know, or the worst may happen. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, favourite, comment and subscribe. And until next time, bye bye.